Come on, I want to.
Let's give you something to look. The Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City is home to our boxing card tonight, and it's headlined by a heavyweight clash. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. This is just the second fight at heavyweight for the former middleweight prospect, the American Andre Bishop. Tonight, Bishop will face Raul Castillo. How about that exchange? Bishop has to shore up that defense. He is taking far too many body shots from Castillo. What's the best way to neutralize good hand speed?
Timing. Guys throwing real quick punches, maybe a quick jab. You time a right hand right over it.
Well, it's supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Don't stay in one spot.
A hammering hook by Andre Bishop. Little head knocking with that right hand. See, this is where Andre Bishop carries that speed from his middleweight days forward. Even though he's a heavyweight now, you can see how quickly he can deliver that hook. Good right hand. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. A snapping hook by Andre Bishop. Very accurate two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Blocks that punch.
Hey, let's
10
go.
seconds to go in this round. Castillo's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. 3 minutes gone by in this round. What a bulldozing uppercut by Castillo. A good hook by Andre Bishop. Bishop's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Punches and bunches, combination up top. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Flush right hand to the head.
Keep pushing.
Castillo's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Bishop has to change things here. He cannot continue on taking that many body punches. Halfway through this round here. Right to the head with that right. Castillo's defense is paying off now.
You got this one. Side to side.
Able to dismiss that body shot. What impact from that uppercut by Raul Castillo. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Castillo smashed by a hook. Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Andre Bishop's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Andre Bishop not looking as fresh as when this fight started. I think he's slowing a bit, Teddy.
Well, the bad news, that's not the worst news. The bad news is if we can see it, his opponent can see it, he can take advantage of it.
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Bishop getting to his opponent's head. Nice job by Bishop with the power shot. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Right to the belt line. Comes across with a hook up top. How about that left hand? That's a big hook by Andre Bishop that time. His opponent felt it. Big shot. Raul Castillo's down.
1, 2.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Castillo's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
Round now, back and forth. After he did the hurting, he's the one hurt.
So simply put, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
Very good, productive round from Andre Bishop. He can build off of that.
Yes, he can, and he will build off of it because you can see his confidence is mounting round by round.
There is something called a will to win. Andre Bishop has it. He's going to find a way to overcome the damage that was done. Castillo's combination punching is working well here. Castillo's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Castillo's hit by a counter punch there. Andre Bishop's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. Final 10 seconds. Castillo's right hand scores well. Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. One to give one, he comes back with a right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Double up your punching.
Bishop's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Castillo's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab.
Forward! Adelante!
And he just holds on there. Halfway into round number 5 here. Castillo's right hand scores well that time. And now they're trading blows. That's a big flush punch landing on Andre Bishop.
This is not the first time that Andre Bishop has been...
Big shot he just scored with. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
That's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
And round 5 comes to an end. This will determine it. One last round for Andre Bishop to push himself to victory. Blocks the headshot. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Castillo.
Keep moving.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Nice strike after catching one by Raul Castillo.
Looking good.
Time is of the essence now. We've reached the halfway point of this final round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Last minute of this last round.
Left and right. Left and right. Tired. He's tired. Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
A stinging uppercut by Castillo. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Seconds to go in this, the final round. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Which way did it go after a very... Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 6 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Raul Castillo is putting money in the bank here. Andre Bishop is eating these body shots. That'll slow him down, Lynn. He's had so much success throughout his career as Andre Bishop, and the right hand's been a big part of it. An accurate left by Andre Bishop. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow.
Great.
Matchup in front of us tonight, Teddy. A power puncher against a guy who's very well conditioned. Now, early on in the fight, what do you look for out of the power puncher?
To take his power, you know, it's not just power, it's where you distribute that power. If I'm in the corner of the power guy, I want to distribute it downstairs to the body. No better way to sap somebody's endurance, mentally and physically, than going downstairs.
Bishop was dead on with his scouting report. Castillo's trying to get to the inside, get right in front of him, and crash home to that body. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Bishop's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. A headshot blocked. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Bishop's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler-Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Andre Bishop's landed a good, solid combination. Good step back counter punch there. Up top with the right hand. Bishop's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands, that his opponent only has 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
That is a sharp uppercut by Castillo. Nice work with the uppercut. Bishop's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Parries that punch intended for the head. Bishop's doing well here with that two-punch combination. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Bishop's three-punch combination there is going to impress the judges.
Look at it!
Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one. Well-placed hook. And we come to the end of round number 2. Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old-timers would say, take a walk around the block.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Targeting that head with the combination punching. Andre Bishop's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Eddie, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Double jab right to the face. Good solid hook lands by Andre Bishop. Scored well up top. Bishop's on the receiving end of a hook. Super two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Good left hand by Andre Bishop. Very good, steady double jab there. by Andre Bishop. Carissi's game plan being executed perfectly by Andre Bishop in that last round. He has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, now when he gets back to the corner, of course, Gus only has to tell him, keep doing what you're doing. But a guy like Gus, he'll remind him, hey, it starts with the jab, always fundamentals.
Combo lands to the head. Bishop's hand speed is the difference here. I mean, that's what that combination was all about.
Yeah, purely speed. He just got off faster, sooner.
Hooks to the head. A battering hook by Andre Bishop. Bishop starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a three-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. Andre Bishop getting back to basics, landing that right hand. Bishop's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Castillo. A well-placed left hand up top. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Raul Castillo. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss.
Raul Castillo, big shot there. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're gonna find out right now, he needs them right now.
Good productive round by Andre Bishop. He really nailed his opponent solid there, and he's getting some high praise from trainer Gus Carissi.
Well, he's getting praised. That's the first thing, is pick him up a little bit mentally. Now he's going to be told something technical, too. I'm sure he's going to tell him, hey, the guy's hurt, he's going to try to survive, go downstairs, then go back up.
Castillo's out to show everybody that he's fine, but we saw what happened in the last round. He was knocked down in that last round. Does he have to prove something to himself as well as proving something to everybody in this arena?
Well, that's the right question, Joe. He's got to revisit his memory banks a little bit and know that he's already proven it to himself. He's been in this position before, so he has to regain that confidence and understand that he can deal with this. He's done it before.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. There's that overhand right. Little head hunting with the left.
You got me, he's right. Keep doing what you do.
A crushing two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Boy, Castillo's really banging that drum. He's hitting Andre's body with ease.
He's tired. He's tired. Circle. Circle.
A leveling uppercut by Raul Castillo. Castillo's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustments.
Hey,
this has been a sublime performance by Andre Bishop. He has been in control all night long as we're in the final round now.
This is where you want to keep your concentration. You don't want to slip up now on the way to the bank.
Relax, relax. Get out of the way. Get your hands up. Still not moving enough. Move, where
Castillo's scoring with that right hand. Andre Bishop's left, working well that time. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Andre Bishop's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Scores well to the head with the right hand. No head movement, and he's getting tagged.
You got this one. He's tired. He's tired. Keep moving. What's the hook? Keep moving.
I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go the distance.
No, early on it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, the thrill in Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?
Mexico City was a big success. People are talking about Andre Bishop again. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. Thanks, Megan, for everything.
It's a big step up, kid. This next guy is a legit top 20 heavyweight. Now, people still think that you can't hang with the big guys. They think that you're just a blown-up middleweight. Well, I say, fuck them. People say that I'm just maybe a crazy old man. And if you think about it, maybe they're right. Maybe I am just a crazy old man. But you know something? It isn't what people think, Andre. In boxing, it's about what you know. What you know in your gut. What you know in your heart. And I know in my heart, you've got what it takes. And I know in your heart, you know you got what it takes. When you come right down to it, all that matters is heart.
Well, this could be a major hurdle to overcome for Andre Bishop. Look at this replay. I believe this is where he hurts that right hand.
All right, kid, how you doing?
Right hands, bro.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do?
Use my left.
It's all about heart, kid. It's all about heart. And a good stiff left jab.
Teddy, this will be very interesting to see if Andre Bishop is favoring that right hand, because our video evidence clearly showed that he hurt that right hand.
But the hand that you use probably 80–90% of the time is the left hand. That's the lead hand, that's the setup hand, that's the jabbing hand. His corner needs to tell him now there's nothing wrong with that hand. Go out there and behave like a fighter. Go out there and win the fight.
Hey, hands up!
And Just look at Andre Bishop now. He's throwing many left hands, very few right hands, and that gives us some confirmation that that right hand was indeed injured in that first round. Accurate hook by Andre Bishop. Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do. The trainer of Andre Bishop is in a bad spot right now. He is damaged. If I'm Bishop, I clinch, I tie up, I just hug that big tree opposite me. Bishop's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. That is a strong uppercut there. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Andre Bishop.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
That's nice work by Bishop there, landing the left hand. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Bishop's bounce is back in his step. Start of a new round coming off of a round in which he really took some punishment. Good job fighting from the outside. Meldrick Johnson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt.
Hey!
You can just tell that he's lacking that jab there. He just hasn't committed to throwing it at all.
I mean, that's the most basic thing in the world, is to use that jab. That jab does so many things for you. Keeps the guy defensive, and obviously it sets up your offense.
Here's the bad news for Andre Bishop. He is not able to land that left hand, and that's all he has. Scored well with that right hand, did Meldrick Johnson. Headshot lands, was a hook. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Good, solid double jab by Johnson. Targeting that hook upstairs by Andre Bishop. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Now he places that hook right to the body. Good job with another left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Bishop's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. That's a good hook by Johnson.
Watch that!
A battering ram of a hook by Meldrick Johnson. And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. There's the hook by Andre Bishop. That was well scored. Andre Bishop's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but pretty easy to get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes too is, besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, you know, marking it down, also it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pocket. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
Great counter punch, and I loved how he moved off to the side and then landed it. Andre Bishop is not showing the reserve of energy that we're used to seeing with him.
Yeah, you just wonder if he was a little overconfident coming into this fight. Did not prepare properly. Didn't do all his work in the gym.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good work there with the 3 punches in sequence by Andre Bishop. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. Johnson's feeling the impact of that powerful hook. Bishop's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Andre Bishop.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
He digs in with a left hand to the body. Andre Bishop has always had a knack for that. I love the way Andre will look for that uppercut and then deliver it. Johnson's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Let's go.
Very good, productive round from Andre Bishop. He can build off of that.
Yes, he can. And he will build off of it because you could see his confidence is mounting round by round.
All right, deep breaths. Nice work, nice work. You're in control. Keep doing what
An interesting footnote to what we're seeing here tonight with Andre Bishop. We showed you the replay earlier where it appeared he hurt his right hand in the first round. The word we're getting is that those in the know say he actually had injured that hand during his prison stay. Andre Bishop's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. Able to land the hook to the head. Bishop's left landing well. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Andre Bishop's a brawler, right, Teddy?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the style that you think's going to carry him through? Because it's working out so far.
Yeah, if he can keep it going this way, you know, he's going to be happy. He wants to keep his opponent in this kind of mindset. Right now, he's got his opponent angry. I know that sounds funny, but he wants to keep angry because he's not thinking. He's fighting his fight.
And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Oh, what a hook upstairs. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Andre Bishop. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Andre Bishop. Little head hunting never hurt. Does it with the hook. Where's it written that you need to win a fight with both your left and your... Bishop is doing a beautiful job of boxing well, moving, and sticking that left hand and scoring. He got hit right there, but he also... Let's see if Bishop can survive this. He just took a big shot.
I think he can survive it. Why? Because he has...
Did you see that? He is down. Now, can he beat the count? Well, this is like a microcosm of his life. He's been down outside the ring before and has gotten up too.
And that will serve him because he has survived very difficult things outside the ring, and he is thinking of that right now, believe me.
work.
There's another left hand from him. What a hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Johnson's cut is really a mess right now, and it could jeopardize this fight for him right here. Teddy, is there blame that needs to be placed on his cut man? Could he have done more?
Well, really, the trick to being a cut man is pretty simple. It's not rocket science. You have to have the right medicines, the right coagulants. You have to be calm. You have to be able to put pressure on that cut, get it to stop, and then put those medicines in. But you need a little help from your fighter. You need him to move a little bit on his bike.
The referee gives him a warning for headbutting. What a sharp, piercing hook by Andre Bishop. To the head he goes with a left hand. Little volume punching to the body there. It has been a very consistent night by Andre Bishop. He has built up a lead on the scorecards, and nothing but good praise coming from trainer Gus Carisi.
And he has such a cushion. Don't be shocked. It happens in this business, believe me. If his trainer doesn't tell him, you know what? Work with him a little bit. Don't get careless, but work on things. Carry him a little bit. Get some rounds.
Deep breaths now.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Bishop's in a tough spot here. 60 seconds. That's all you get to gather yourself after being knocked down. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
And now another left. Johnson's now seeing his own blood, and it's coming from his mouth.
Get in there.
Good left hand by Andre Bishop. Good doubling up of the jab by Johnson. Nice work, the left hand to the head. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. Combination to the head. He comes back with the left hand again. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. And once again, he returns fire up top. Two snapping jabs by Johnson. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. You watch this kind of an effort tonight by Andre Bishop, and you completely understand why his trainer, Gus Carisi, says the things he says about him.
Yeah, and you understand why he thinks he will be a star. Not just a champion, but a guy who will draw crowds. And I'm not surprised, or at least I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the corner right now telling him, go out there and close the show.
And a smart counterpunch by Andre Bishop. Johnson's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he is, he knows he's handcuffed, so he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches.
Oh, and there you go. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
Get up! 3, 4, 5. Stand!
So all eyes at the start of round number 2 now are on the right hand of Andre Bishop. Remember, our video replay showed clearly that he hurt that right hand in round number 1. But how much will he use it here? That would give us the ultimate confirmation.
Well, one of the things he has to do, Joe, is make sure that nobody other than us knows that he hurt that hand. He's got to go out there and not show his opponent that that's bothering him. Use the left hand, maybe every once in a while fake like you're going to throw the right hand so your opponent doesn't know, doesn't take advantage of that fact.
And just look at Andre Bishop now. He's throwing many left hands, very few right hands, and that gives us some confirmation that that right hand was indeed injured in that first round.
And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Johnson's the target of a hook.
Andre Bishop has always been known as a fast fighter. He's had that hand speed as a middleweight, and now it's transferred into his heavyweight days as he lands the hook there. Good flush shot by Andre Bishop.
Right on the mark with the hook up top.
Able to cut down that ring and just push his opponent against the ropes. Good biting, snapping shot by Andre Bishop. Johnson's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understands.
Oh, that's a big shot with the left hand.
And yet another big shot comes in. He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
Come on, kid, focus.
All right. Good productive round by Andre Bishop. He really nailed his opponent solid there, and he's getting some high praise from trainer Gus Carissi.
Well, he's getting praised. That's the first thing, is pick him up a little bit mentally. Now he's going to be told something technical, too. I'm sure he's going to tell him, hey, the guy's hurt, he's going to try to survive, go downstairs, then go back up.
And Andre Bishop doing more work with that left hand. Good job with another left hand.
Way to go!
That's a solid hook by Andre Bishop.
You're doing great!
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Johnson's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because
Let it go.
you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of a fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Double up your punches.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Meldrick Johnson's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Andre Bishop.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Listen, kid, keep the jab.
You gotta breathe. Just breathe. Relax. How you feeling out?
action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. There's another left hand from him. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Meldrick Johnson. Sound defense. Good block that time by Johnson. Good smooth work by Andre Bishop. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Johnson's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
And now a well-placed hook to the head.
Keep moving.
And now another left. Bishop's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab.
Move those feet!
A flush hook scores well for him. A
Keep
big
your head
hook to the
moving.
head by Meldrick Johnson. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. We showed you the video evidence earlier where we saw the replay of Andre Bishop injuring that right hand. The word we're getting ringside is that that injury dates back a bit, and it may be the cause of all his problems. They say he injured that right hand while he was in jail.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Committing upstairs now, he goes there again. He comes back with the left hand again. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Andre Bishop. Johnson's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway. The cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Scores with the combo to the head.
Move your head!
A solid uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Bishop's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Fires off that hook. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Scores up top with a left.
There you go.
There's the combo to the body. Where's it written that you need to win a fight with both your left and your right? Bishop is doing a beautiful job of boxing well, moving, and sticking that left hand and scoring. And just looking to chop down his opponent. A forceful hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Bishop's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that their opponent hasn't recovered.
scores well to the belt line again.
Hook's on the inside. Cover up, cover up.
Johnson's got to cut around his eye, and that can be a real danger spot, threatening the outcome of this fight. Good job with another left hand. Scored well up top. Bishop's really doing a fine job here, Teddy, and I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
That's a big hook to the head by Andre Bishop. What an impact that left hand just made by Johnson. And a flush hook lands by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop not looking as fresh as when this fight started. I think he's slowing a bit, Teddy.
But the bad news, that's not the worst news. The bad news is if we can see it, his opponent can see it, he can take advantage of it.
Keep moving.
It has been a very consistent night by Andre Bishop. He has built up a lead on the scorecards, and nothing but good praise coming from trainer Gus Carisi.
And he has such a cushion. Don't be shocked. It happens in this business, believe me. If his trainer doesn't tell him, you know what, work with him a little bit. Don't get careless, but work on things. Carry him a little bit. Get some rounds.
A solid, true uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Solid left hand to the head. Johnson's eye is really a mess now due to that cut. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, I assume.
You know, and that's the key word, assume. And a lot of people, a lot of fans do assume that you start aiming at that bullseye, so to speak. But I don't believe in that, because now all of a sudden you throw yourself off a little bit. You start pitching punches to that exact spot instead of just fighting your fight, instead of just letting the jab go in the general direction of the head, set up the other punches. You don't want to get carried away for looking to pinpoint that exact spot.
Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Johnson. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Able to show you his blocking ability. Comes right back at him with a left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Johnson's reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
Fine looking right hand by Johnson. Well-placed hook there. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Well, what more can Gus Carisi really tell him to do? Just keep what you've been doing. He is dominating this fight. He's got to be way up on the scorecards, Teddy.
Oh, he definitely is. And what you want to do now is maybe test the waters what kind of finish you are. Maybe. Not get reckless, but show that you could finish.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Beat him to the punch. Use your feet.
Johnson's right hand scores well.
Taking too many punches. Hands up.
Good looking uppercut that time. Lands a big hook. And there's the left hand working well for him again.
Keep working the body.
He got a lot into that uppercut. Nice work by Meldrick Johnson. A hammering hook to the head by Andre Bishop.
Move your head.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
You got this one.
Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Meldrick Johnson's nailed by a huge hook. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Meldrick Johnson. You can tell he's just looking to survive. Johnson's holding his opponent right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look, they work on this in the gym, Joe. We look at all the things where you work on the pads, you work on the heavy bag, putting punches together, but you work on this, on moments when you're in trouble and when you have to survive.
Bishop's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Move!
From start to finish, it was utter dominance.
Isaac, what do you think of Andre Bishop as a challenger?
I think you're an idiot for asking me that question. You get paid to do this? It's your first show? Challenger. I think it'll be a challenge not to kill Andre Bishop. Little Andre can't even throw a punch without breaking his hand.
Those were Isaac Frost's words just a few.
His ring walk is one of those ring walks where you realize how attentive this fighter is. This is a guy who has his eye on the prize and nothing will distract him. And the answer to the question everybody wants to know. May come here in round number 1. How healthy is Andre Bishop's right hand against Reggie Stewart?
Watch the hook.
There's another right hand. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Stewart.
1, 2.
How does the power puncher actually use the jab to close the gap against this outside fighter? How does he employ that strategy?
Joe, I think it's a little bit like if you're a carpenter and you're making a table. You take your measuring stick out and you see how much wood you need, how long the table is. Well, same thing. If you're a fighter who wants to get inside with a boxer, you got to see how much distance you have to close. If there's a lot of distance, you need 3, 2 jabs. 1 is not going to work.
Stay away from her.
He brings it right back. Big shot upstairs.
Protect yourself. Come on now, protect yourself.
Targeting the left hand to the body. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook. Scored well with the hook. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand.
Away from those punches, man. Move your head. That's okay. Let's go.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Andre Bishop. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Reggie Stewart's hurt by a superb hook to the head. Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Cover your head, kid.
Now he ties up there. You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body. Good flush shot by Andre Bishop. I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. Scored well with that straight left. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Stewart's left now getting into the mix. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Reggie Stewart. Now he brings the left hand upstairs. Boy, and now that corner of Andre Bishop, they're just hoping to keep this fight going here with how bad that cut is.
Yeah, they haven't really done their job as far as stopping the bleeding, but you know what? Believe it or not, some guys are bleeders, and it looks like Bishop is a bleeder.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Reggie Stewart.
Watch that.
A razor sharp hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. Coming to the halfway point of this third round, Stewart's able to land a nice clean left hand.
Keep working that jab, baby. Good job. Hit the body, baby. Watch go.
I think Bishop scored really well there. He just damaged his opponent with that power shot upstairs. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. For those of you who question Andre Bishop's broken right hand, here's a good example of how he feels about it. He's throwing it. Very accurate with the overhand right. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Blocks away that headshot. See how he targets that hook? Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. And round 3 comes to an end. Good counterpunch by Andre Bishop. And I love the way he delivered that, Teddy.
Yeah, he's using his feet to set up his offense. You don't always see that, but you see it there.
Bishop's shown us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hands go. He knows exactly what time it is.
See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Andre Bishop. Good flush shot upstairs. You know, there's a lot to like with Andre Bishop, but right now, I don't like the way he looks in terms of his conditioning.
No, it looks like he's slowing down a little bit. And you got to wonder if it's a little mental, too. He got a little discouraged that his opponent is still there.
Well, that right hand sure isn't broken. Bishop lands a thudding right hand against Reggie Stewart. Well timed by Andre Bishop. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
The final minute of a round that feels like 30 minutes, not 3 minutes.
And this is the kind of fight where you just don't want to have a loser. They're both winners.
Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Stewart's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big... Look at that! Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
Let's go, get up!
Well, we know he can get up. What we don't know is how steady he will be on those legs.
But we know his personality. He's an offensive-minded fighter, and he has to control that right now. Right now, he has to think about defense.
Stewart's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there.
Come on!
Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Andre Bishop. Reggie Stewart's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. How about that left hand? Stewart's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Bishop's just so defensive now. It was earlier we saw that he was willing to engage in the fight. But since he's been knocked down, you're not seeing much offense, Teddy.
That's because he's in there with a good counterpunch. Every time he throws, something comes back. Right now in his mind, he's thinking, all I know is if I don't throw, I won't get hit. He's got to find a way. His corner has to find a way for him when he gets back to that corner to tell him you can create offense without worrying anymore.
You see that? What a powerful hook to the head by Andre Bishop. He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. Excellent jab by Stewart.
This fight is too close.
Stewart's able to land a good, solid left hand. Scored well up top. Whether or not Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed, the bottom line is he continues to have success with it here tonight against Reggie Stewart. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
A well-placed left hand up top. Blocks that punch. Halfway through round 6. Goes up top with a right hand. Stewart's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. Targets the hook after blocking that shot. Look at this. He got banged up real good, and Bishop is stunned. He just took a huge punch. Andre Bishop's inability to defend himself well in that last round was costly, and trainer Gus Carissi is trying to correct that mistake.
Exactly, and this is where somebody outside the ring who's calmer, who's not fighting, can see something and give advice that a fighter does not know, that a fighter cannot see.
That's That's a forceful two-punch combo by Stewart.
Finish with the hook.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Keep moving.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Halfway through the 7th round. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. That's great. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. There it is. Is this the end for Andre Bishop? Bishop. And they are underway. Round number 1 of this much anticipated scheduled 8-round bout. Committing well now to that left hand over the top. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop. See, this is where Andre Bishop carries that speed from his middleweight days forward. Even though he's a heavyweight now, you can see how quickly he can deliver that hook. Stewart's a smart fighter, and in doing so, the smart thing to do for him would be to utilize his jab. He's got a good one.
Yeah, and he's confident with it. See, it's one thing having a good one. You know how many people out there are good at certain things, but they don't have the confidence, they don't know it. He knows that he's good with it. That's the key.
A sharp hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Halfway through round number 1. How important is the jab in a matchup like this, a power puncher against an outside fighter?
You know, that's a great question, Joe, because a lot of people would think, and I think wrongly, that the speed guy, the boxer, the jab would be only important to him to stay on the outside, use defense a little bit with that jab separation. But of course, the power puncher, he wants to use that jab to close the gap.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Rock'em, sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Little head hunting with the left. Reggie Stewart's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Good work defensively by Andre Bishop. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
This is what Andre Bishop talked to us about. He said, if I could target any one punch, it's going to be that big hook. Well, hit the target that time.
Punch and move. Punch and move.
And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. Bishop's right hand scores well that time. Andre Bishop getting to his opponent's head. Nice job by Bishop with the power shot. Oh, that's a big hook right there. And now he's targeting upstairs. Bishop's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Andre Bishop. A huge shot countering back. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, Stewart's left working well that time. Let's see if Bishop can survive this. He just took a big shot.
I think he can survive it. Why? Because he has all that amateur experience. He's been in this position before.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Andre Bishop. What guts by Andre Bishop to survive that and now to move on. Protecting his head well with his guard. A quick, devastating hook by Reggie Stewart. Turns over that hook upstairs. Now he's trying to create an opportunity here as he backs him up against the ropes. Stewart's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Hits him in the mug with the right. And this round comes to an end.
Nice work on the outside. Keep it up.
Bishop's corner did a good job in that last round. They really got their fighter back to where he needs to be after being damaged in that last round.
And that's not the only good job they did in the corner. They did a good job in the camp because obviously they have him in top shape and it's paying dividends right now.
Solid hook. That's a nice right hand that time by Andre Bishop. Scores up top with a left. I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. Little head knocking with that right hand. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
And he ties up on the inside.
Keep unload right now. More punches, baby. Punches and bunches. Let's see it. Let the fist go.
He gets away from one and then brings it home with his own. Good right hand. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Stewart's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Andre Bishop. He is not in good shape. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? This is nothing new to Bishop. He's been down in life and inside the ring, and he's gotten up.
He knows how to behave. He's been in those circumstances outside the ring, and that will serve him right here.
The left hand coming into play by Andre Bishop. Solid hook upstairs. Look at the mess in the ring right now. Stewart's cut is just painting himself red.
Yeah, it's a good thing. At least we think that judges are not influenced by the way a fighter looks. Because if they were, no rounds are going in his favor.
Bishop's out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged, but what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Teddy?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, Castillo, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look, you know you're a banger, and this guy happens to be a banger. Well, if you hit a guy clean, you know you hurt him. But he's not going to show you. He's going to act like a pro. He's going to con you. He's going to act like that didn't hurt him. But you have to remember, hey, it hurt him. So go after him like he showed it, even if he's not showing it.
Nice solid left hand scored by Andre Bishop. Hard to believe they can still give like this in these final moments of what has been a sensational round.
I feel like I'm back at the amusement park on the roller coaster again, like a kid.
Andre Bishop utilizing that right hand well. There's no doubt in my mind that it is fully healed. Nice, sharp, fundamentally sound hook right there, and it served him well. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Accurate hook. You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs.
He better close that mouth before he's desperate to get his jaw wired.
And we are underway with the second half of this fight. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Bishop's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcase there. His hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
Oh, what a big hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Stewart's in that position that nobody likes to be in, seeing your own blood and knowing you've been cut. Look at his mouth. Zoning in with the overhand left.
Shake it off.
He gets off with a combination up top, targeting that overhand left. Devastating power punch by Reggie Stewart. At this point, you have to feel that Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed. He continues to throw it here in the midst of this fight against Stewart. What impact from that uppercut by Reggie Stewart. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Bishop's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Boy, some of the old school guys really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of buckshot.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Good biting, snapping shot by Stewart. Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. He said he was gonna, wow! How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stewart's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Whether or not Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed, the bottom line is he continues to have success with it here tonight against Reggie Stewart. That's a well-scored left hand by Stewart. Stewart's absorbing a hook. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do. Right to the head with that right.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Andre Bishop returns to the corner after just nailing his opponent a solid shot.
Yeah, well, now Gus will tell him, stay after him, but he will also tell him, do it the right way, with good defense.
Stewart's corner now with a big task at hand. They've got to make sure that their fighter has his senses back after being knocked down. Andre Bishop utilizing that right hand well. There's no doubt in my mind that it is fully healed. On the mark with the straight left hand.
Let's go.
Oh, what a great ability to recover. targeted for his head. Stewart's left landing well. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Andre Bishop. Bishop's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Stewart sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Use the ring. Use the whole ring. There's no need.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Reggie Stewart. At this point, you have to feel that Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed. He continues to throw it here in the midst of this fight against Stewart. No doubt about it, this is close on the scorecards, but who can separate themselves here in this final round? Andre Bishop is determined to be that guy.
This is what he's visualized when he first put the gloves on me. He's thought about this in training, in road work, when he's been doing the bag work, those kind of... It comes down to the last round. He has to pull it out the moment.
Nice work with the overhand right. Blocks the headshot.
Keep moving.
Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Stewart. Stewart's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
90 seconds to go in the fight. Final minute of this final round of this fight. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Whether or not Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed, the bottom line is he continues to have success with it here tonight against Reggie Stewart. Stewart's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Well, this was a very, very good fight. Close. Teddy. Andre Bishop. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Bishop's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Crashes home with a hook. So we're underway here, round number 1. Such a distinct advantage as to who the faster guy is, Teddy, who's got the speed. How does the opponent have to deal with that?
Well, it's not just the hand speed, it's the foot speed. And as far as that goes, I think the opponent needs to cut the ring down a little bit. You know, be like a linebacker in football. Don't follow him around, but just move parallel, shrink that ring.
And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. Oh, a good right hand by Stewart. 90 seconds to go here in this round. He's had so much success throughout his career as Andre Bishop, and the right hand's been a big part of it. Stewart's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. Stewart's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. What a high-grade power punch by Reggie Stewart. And banging away he goes. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stewart's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Solid left hand to the head. A little head hunting with the right. And we come to the end of round number 1. Good flush, straight left hand.
Don't stay in that spot.
A nice block by Andre Bishop. Reggie Stewart's clearly affected by... What a big shot. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stewart's back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
For those of you who question Andre Bishop's broken right hand, here's a good example of how he feels about it. He's throwing it. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Andre Bishop. Halfway through round number 2.
In and out, in and out.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
A knifing left hand by Stewart. That's a serious power punch he just landed to the head. Stewart's recovered here. This is a stunning turn of events here. He was hurt. He was tagged earlier on in this round, but now he's trying to take control.
Well, his opponent might have burnt himself out, used himself up a little bit, you know, throwing all those punches. And right now, the other guy's looking pretty good.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Carisi stresses to Andre Bishop to control every second of the 3 minutes of a round. He did so in that last round.
Yeah, and the way he did it was by controlling range. He's very good at making sure he's the master of distance.
That's nice work by Bishop there, landing the left hand. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Keep moving, keep moving. Uppercut, uppercut is wild.
Fires off the hook, look at that. Now there's the jab.
Some more head movement.
I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. Overhand right can be so effective. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Bishop's got that catch-me-if-you-can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme.
Yeah, it is. He's moving from the waist. He's slipping the straight shots. He's weaving the hooks. He's doing a real magical job in there, but his opponent is making no adjustments at all.
There's a power punch attempt by Andre Bishop, but nowhere near being a connect. Bishop's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Took a shot, now he gives the left. Bishop's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success.
And that's the end of round 3.
Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Andre Bishop. That right hand over the top lands flush. It seems to me that Bishop is right now uncomfortable with the pace that's being set in this fight.
Well, he started the pace. See, that's the funny thing about it. He said it, but he might not be able to keep it up.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Andre Bishop utilizing that right hand well. There's no doubt in my mind that it is fully healed. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Stewart. Hits him in the mug with the right. Stewart's left now getting into the mix. Now you're seeing stamina right here. How can they possibly keep up this pace? Minutes ago in this round, and they have been all out.
I know how I feel, Joe, myself. I mean, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster, except I'm not sitting, I'm standing.
Good, solid right hand by Andre Bishop.
Stewart's got a cut, and we can see that he's bleeding from his mouth. And that can be a real problem. People don't realize it, but that can be a big, big problem.
Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
A well-placed overhand right. Boy, and now that corner of Andre Bishop, they're just hoping to keep this fight going here with how bad that cut is.
Yeah, they haven't really done their job as far as stopping the bleeding, but you know what? Believe it or not, some guys are bleeders, and it looks like Bishop is a bleeder.
Not guarding his body well at all. At this point, you have to feel that Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed. He continues to throw it here in the midst of this fight against Stewart.
He's tired. He's tired.
Stewart's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs.
Halfway through this round, that's a stinging right hand by Andre Bishop.
He is damaged badly. Solid. From absolutely out of nowhere to now on top of the world. He just floored him with that punch.
Short one, maybe 6 inches.
There is no doubt that Andre Bishop's right hand is perfectly fine. An impressive knockout victory with that right mitt. He takes care of Reggie Stewart in spectacular fashion.
Isaac, which Bishop brother hits harder?
Which Bishop brother hits harder? That's your question? I get these people. Well, neither one of them can punch like me. I can guarantee you that. But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now. I mean, he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
each
So
other.
the heavyweight
The
career
batons
of
have not
Andre Bishop tries to move